Hello. What's good, everybody? It is Tuesday night, so it is time to get back into it. And you already know the show we're reviewing right now is Kaleidoscope. And the man reviewing it with me tonight is, of course, the one, the only Phantom D Saint. What's good, brother?
If you don't know me by now.
Songs were epic in this episode.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh, this is a good one. This is a good one.
simply fantastic. Oh, when Judy was in that bed listening to Leonard Skinner, I was like, oh, that song is saying it all. That's exactly what's about to go down. Like, yeah, the songs in this were saying something. It was epic. We're talking about Kaleidoscope, the Pink episode, 6 months after the heist. And so here we are, 6 months after the heist, and we open on who else but, wait, Bob? I thought he was dead.
Nah, Bob is still alive. And what happened with Bob, I was like, God damn. It's kind of like watching what was it? Wolverine Origins, you know. We hated hearing freaking Deadpool's freaking, talking here and there. Next thing you know, they sewed his mouth shut. Hell, in this show, they hate hearing his voice. It seems like they freaking like slice his throats up when they can barely speak.
Man, they're going to have to show us what happened to him in the finale in the actual heist, huh?
Yeah, my guess is probably Stan try to kill him or something. But then again, in the previous episode, they were questioning like, "Where's your husband?" They questioned her that, so it's like maybe he didn't do it or something else. So, and then I was like, "Wait, it couldn't have been Judy that did it because he literally wants to go right back and see her and be with her again, unless she did do it." And now he's like, even though you did this to me, I'll still forgive you. Even then, I've been like, what the hell? If I'm with someone and she does that to me, it's
Right?
game too. I'll be like, kill Stan, I'll kill her too.
We got to have our boundaries. We got to have boundaries. Yeah, she said, he said that, like when he said he was going after her, where's my wife? Stan said, like, or not Stan, but Ray said, like, she made her choice, let it go. And he said she made the wrong choice. So maybe the wrong choice was trying to kill him and go off with Stan, and he's still ready to forgive her and go back to her true love, crazy
Oh
cycle.
yeah, that truly is. But he's in for that though.
Yeah, that's just wild. But I thought even AK said like last time, like, no, he's dead. Like I was like, because we were like, no body, no, no body, no
Yeah.
death. And she's like, nope, he dead, he dead. I could have swore. I was like, he ain't dead. They opened the episode with him. I was like, what? That was crazy. So if Ava was wrong about him being dead, what else was she wrong about? Like other than thinking she could hold her own with a gun? Because, whew, girl, get
Didn't
your
she
head.
mention also RJ being dead or something?
Yeah,
We'll get
right.
touch on that RJ thing in a bit.
See, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, I don't know. It's like if Bob wasn't dead, and maybe RJ isn't dead, maybe nobody was dead. Why would Ava even say all that? That makes no sense. It's crazy. Maybe she was just crazy freaking out and she was just running because she had already been shot. She wasn't seeing straight or thinking straight. But I'm not
Could
sure
be.
when she got shot and all that. But madness. And it looks like Bob somehow got his throat slit. Like you think it was Stan who did that to him?
Now I'm like 50-50 Stan or Judy that did it.
Wow. I think it might have been Ava. But whatever it was, he said somebody in the crew. He said his crew tried to kill him. So it was definitely somebody in the crew. And I don't think it was Ray because he didn't look like he had that kind of vengeance for Ray. He was just going to kill him because that's what Roger told him to do. So if it
Or it
was,
was RJ that did it.
could have been RJ. Could have absolutely been RJ. And that's why old girl keeps seeing him like glimpses, thinking she sees him. So yeah,
Maybe
100%.
she manipulated him to do it, and that's why she kind of feels guilty. He was saying, "Wait a minute, RJ, they're in a hallway, but was it RJ?"
Maybe it was a little more than brotherly, sisterly love. Maybe that spark I was talking about truly existed.
Oh no, stop it. Just stop it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, there could be something there. We're going to find out next episode. But Agent Abbasi said the triplets filed an insurance claim a week after the bonds were stolen. And I had asked before if the triplets were the one who actually set this up so they could like ghost their own bonds and then resell them on the black market. Like, is that basically what ended up happening, do you think?
Could be. That's even making more money.
Oh yeah, exactly. You get the double whammy on them. You get the insurance money and then you get to resell them on the black market. Hell yeah. That's yeah, I think that's exactly what happened. So Bob decides that he wants some revenge. So he visits the one man he feels that can help him get it, and the man he robbed, Roger Salas, and is like, look at the balls on Bob. Like just heading into the jail to talk to the man that he just helped send there. Like, is Bob a genius or a moron?
I'm surprised he's in like on like the most wanted list or something. Like He's practically a criminal because didn't like the episode even open up to like the rap sheet on like all of them? Like, hey, we gotta look for them because of the whole heist situation,
Right,
or
but that
no?
was just what that was just a Bossy's theory. I mean, she didn't really have proof. That was just her theory that
Okay.
was going down. So, because I was like that too. I was like, how was Ray able to go in at the end of the episode and visit him? I mean, he would definitely be a wanted man. But again, that was just theory. So maybe they don't have the APBs out on him. But Bob decides he wants some revenge, and I mean, this is just crazy. He said his partners tried to kill him, and you think it was you think is that really what happened to him, or is he just thought that's what happened to him, and it was like a guard that tried to kill him or something? You think it was actually
No, his partners, because in his mind, it's like it's $7 billion. Someone in the crew is gonna betray me. And plus, he was gonna betray them too. So it's like maybe he was about to do it, and then someone got the ups on him.
What's up, Peter Griffin? I see you out there. He said it seems like we've done 20 episodes of this already. No, it's just been 20 weeks because we always have to keep pushing it for one thing or another. It's tough to get those schedules on track. Hope all's good for you guys out there. What's the weather out there in New York right now? It's been hot as hell out here in Seattle.
Oh, it's been back and forth like 70s to 80s, 80s to 70s, and now it's gonna be like 60 something. But then sometime this week, like,
That heat's been coming. It's been crazy. Hope everybody out there staying cool, stay hydrated. So we're gonna go with you think it's RJ that tried to kill him? I think I'm gonna go with maybe it is. Maybe Stan and Judy did both try to kill him, because now that we know Stan actually knew that his girl was he was part of having his girl dead. He knew it was gonna happen to her, and he was fine with it. You bastard, Stan! You evil bastard! Unbelievable. But Big Bob's supposed to be like the better negotiator of the crew, and he got talked down from 50K to 20 real quick. But I'm sure at this point he probably would have done it for 5K. He just wants his woman back and to kill some people, get some revenge.
mm-hmm.
But it's 6 months later, and Leo's disease looks to be getting worse by the day, and he can barely manage the keys to get into his own home. It seems like one way or another, his time is coming to an end.
Yep. I feel
Okay,
sorry for this man.
yeah, he's in a bad way. And it's like this is 6 months later, and Stan and Judy are running out of money. Ray won't answer the phone or take their calls. How come? Like, does Ray even know where the money is? Do you think?
Yeah, he gave it to his damn daughter. And then the episode, I'm like, well, damn, you live in the life of luxury here compared to how we saw her place in the like at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, but that's just it. So, do you think that Ray actually stole all the money and gave it to his daughter, or do you think the daughter helped the triplets steal their own bonds and the triplets just paid her well?
No, I don't think she like was working for the triplets stuff. That would be crazy if she this whole time she was working for the triplets.
I think she might have. I think the triplets might have paid her handsomely to do this for her, and she might have done this for the triplets and maybe even pulled a double whammy on her own dad. Who knows? But I don't know.
On the
It's
own father though, that's messed up.
her own father that sent her away when she sold her bike to the Boy Scouts to go to jail to see her, and she wouldn't even see her.
But they had a conversation about him. I'm like, okay, now
One conversation,
bygones be bygones here.
one conversation doesn't fix everything. Oh, Jake says that's why
With
you at
that
least take
touching
the bonds they had. I mean, they did probably take the bonds they had. That's probably what they've been living off for these last 6 months, but that only goes so far. They're gonna have to get some more. I mean, you got. I mean, by the time you break it all down, and by the time the fence takes theirs, there's probably not that much left on those few bonds that were there. But yeah, people with those kind of that's brutal. Absolutely brutal, man. Just losing your functions like that, the worst. But are we gonna find out next episode that one of the FBI informants was actually Hannah? Like she played them as pawns, putting them where she wanted them to needed them to be, actually to help her steal the bonds.
Nah.
You don't think so? We already. I mean, we know to the two of the informants that they're talking about were Ava and Ray, right?
Hmm.
So it's like that was the two informants inside the crew, and of course they definitely played them FBI and put them right where they needed them to be. Just playing all sides of the board at once. So sick. Are we going to find out that the bonds were never really stolen at all, just an elaborate scheme by the triplets, like I said, so they can resell them on the black market, or does Hannah really have them and she sold them, and that's why where she has all her money?
No, at least you sold him.
You think she sold them?
Mm-hmm.
So you don't think the triplets really just got the insurance money and that's it? They don't have anything to do with the bonds anymore?
No.
Could be. It could be. And speaking of selling on the black market, why is Stan such a simp when it comes to like selling the fake wine? Like it's all sudden he grows a conscience. Like you just pulled off a heist for $7 billion, and now you're worried about scamming some schmuck out of a measly $3 grand on a case of wine. Like where did that come from?
This man isn't built for this life anymore.
Was he ever? Maybe that's how he got put in jail because he has no sense. Like just he's a follower. Like just put me in the right direction. I do not know what to do. Can't make a plan. Can't see anything. Like no, I'm not aware of his surroundings whatsoever. But it's 6 months later, and Stan still thinks Leo's going to bail him and Judy out. Like, was Leo ever going to share the loot with this crew, or like, is he really out in the cold as the rest of them and has no idea where the bonds really are?
He knows where they are. And seems like after this heist, he was like, I'm just done with these people. Minus Ava.
But he said he had the 175 grand to like get everybody's passports and get them out of the country. I mean, was he just waiting to try to figure out where the bonds were before they went out of the country, or like what were they even waiting for?
Coast is clear. And then vamos.
Waiting for the coast to be clear, be able to get the cool passports that were clean.
But then they were like, weren't they like on the floor though? That's always another thing I was confused at.
The passports. What do you mean on the floor?
In the previous episode.
Oh yeah, in the blue they left them. They left them in the warehouse. So I mean, actually, I guess they could be on the FBI's wanted list because that would be proof of the crew having the pictures of those fake passports in there. I mean, that's not really a crime to have that if you don't use them. But yeah, I don't know. That's a weird one. But Bob takes his new crew to get some information from the fence, and my question is, why would they have ever given him their address where they are? Like a phone number maybe to contact them, but never an address. Like, why would they do that?
Wait, who gave the address again?
The fence had the address to where Stan and Ava, or I mean, where Ava and Ray were.
I thought it was just Ava.
Yeah, Ava and Ray were staying together. And so the fence knew where Ava was. Like he had the address. That's the first thing Ray said when they said that Stan had been made. They're like, your fence knows where we're at. He knows the address. And so they had to dip out of there, but it was too late. So it's like, why would they ever give an address to where they were at? Maybe a phone number, but why would they ever give up the address? That made no sense.
That's true.
That's crazy. You only hear Stan admit that he absolutely knew what would happen to his mom and wife and let it happen. I mean, what? Fuck you, Stan. Like, you are a selfish POS, man. How did he let that happen? I mean, his wife went out like a G, standing up for him, trying to help, basically go out and stand up for a man. And that he's just like, nope, I'm gonna let you die so I can be with this other woman who doesn't even really want me. Brutal.
She was nagging when we first saw her in that first episode anyway.
And how'd she end every section? How'd she end every sentence? Huh? How'd she end every sentence? Love you. Hey. That's just how she expressed it. That's how she showed her love. Oh man, that was ruthless, man. Stan, you're wrong for that one. You are wrong for that one. Like divorce her and put your mom in a home. They didn't deserve that death. That was brutal. Absolutely brutal. It was fitting to hear Judy tell Stan though that Bob is the one thing that they no longer have to worry about. Like, what a fitting ending to that story. Just jumping ahead real quick. Do you think Judy went back to Stan or took that money and ran?
Showing us that, I was like, take the money and go. Just take it and go, damn it.
What do you think? You think that's what she did?
Yep, she took it and went.
She went back. She saw.
Man was more focused on those damn tacos than anything else.
I'm telling you. She saw that messy mouth taco little boy, and she's like, "I can do better." She's like,
Also, I forgot to like look back at the scene. Did she read any of those notes or no?
We never got to see if she was tucking something in, but what she was tucking in was cash. So we don't know if she took that money or she took those notes or not. She may have been like, "Fuck it, I don't care. Let me just get this money and go." Like, it's the least you can do for all the headaches he caused me. Oh man, that was just ruthless. Bob's got to be looking down, having the last laugh on that one. Like, he got Judy away from Stan for a second time and left her with some cash, so she's taken care of. now that he's really gone, like he definitely got the last laugh on that one. You gotta be giggling from wherever he's at. That's just Bob. How's Bob gonna be the one that ends up with a happy story or dying with a smile on his face? It's too much money not to split. The daughter and the triplets stole it. I'm sure of it. So Jake's on the tip that he thinks the triplets are in on it. I kind of think that might be it too. I think they're greedy and they would want to double dip on that. But, I don't know. He said that's why you're really safe about it. I mean, the point where it had to be the triplets, somebody would know where the money is. I mean, if they got paid out in their insurance, and that's how they did, because they said those bonds were too hot for them to sell anyway. So maybe the triplets actually didn't want anything to do with those bonds. Maybe they were just happy to have somebody else steal them. I'm sure they knew what was up, and maybe they might even been the ones to truly set up the heist. But yeah, I think the triplets might have just been happy to get that insurance money since the bonds were too hot to sell anyway, because where they came from or whatever. So they said there was too much heat on those in the first place. Maybe the quiet Asian kid, but nobody was accusing him. He was gone. Somebody has to know he's dead. You talking about RJ? He wasn't worried about the scam. He was worried about getting caught. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, she wasn't gonna leave. She wasn't gonna leave her to die nagging.
Give me 2 minutes, DJ.
Okay. If she left him, she's dirty. Oh, Jake, you don't think Judy left Stan? 100% that woman left that man. And I mean, had every right to. He was worthless, couldn't hold his own weight in any situation. Like, why drag that dead weight? Like I said, she already left him once. It's got to be even easier the second time. It's like, I can do bad on my own. Now she has all that money. Like, she's just ready to start a better way. Why drag the dead weight with her? Almost can't even be mad at her for that one. Yeah, Phantom's thinking that RJ might still be alive. What do you think? You think RJ's still alive out there? I don't know. I think RJ's dead. I think RJ's gone, but maybe. And if so, do you think RJ was like an FBI plant? But I mean, that would just be way too many steps ahead of the game to know that who Ray was and that he was actually Leo Pap and what he was going to do to keep eyes on him. Like, I don't think they would have gone that deep. They'd have just arrested him. So I don't think he was an FBI informant. And I don't think he's alive. I think he did. What do you think, Jake? You think RJ's alive or dead? I think he's gone. I wouldn't say 100%, better than 50 though. That RJ's still alive. Could be, because we're going to talk about it. He might have done some other things, but I don't think so. I don't think it was him. But we'll talk about that when Phantom gets back. But I don't see how. I see how Stan was in jail. Like, he's just not the sharpest tool in the shed. Like, just out there openly trying to pawn a butterfly diamond bracelet that was obviously hotter than the Vegas desert. Like, come on, you are just trying to get caught at this point. Like, Stan is just not a smart man. That's just all there is to it. Like, if it wasn't for Leo, then he'd already been dead in jail. He wouldn't have made it through jail.
I heard someone agree with me about RJ.
Has he written it back yet? The 100 comment was about Judy leaving him. Oh, 100%. Yeah, she definitely left him. Better than 50. No, 100% she walked. What's up, though? You think RJ's still alive, Jake? I think RJ did. I think he gone. But they were killing me trying to make Bob more of like a human character. Him trying to like write that love letter to Judy. I mean, that was just too much. I was like, just stop.
His redemption, man.
Just stop. How about that pawnbroker though? Like, hey, that's a federal officer. Me too, buddy. And then showed his FBI shirt. Like, that was fantastic. I was loving that. It had me cracking up. So Stan's worried that he may have tripped a wire trying to pawn that stolen item, which he did, but it actually worked out because Ava went to go check on it, and then she found out that her fence had been murdered. So it's definitely time for her and Ray to move out. Like, it's time for everybody to dip. But unfortunately, they don't get out before Bob and his crew arrive. And my biggest question again is, how can Ava own so many guns and be such a shit shot? Like, did she never go to a gun range, like ever?
She's just not used to the environment, I guess. Those were at least she like killed that one guy. What was his name? Samson or something?
Uh, I mean, she got the he was
Not
just getting ready
Samson,
to kick in the
Taco.
door. That was so awesome. He's getting ready to kick in the door and just gets blown back. But I mean, come on. You had 50 guns with 800 shots, and not one of them could you hit that other guy? Like he was not a ninja. Like, come on, can we get him once? Can we just get one? I did love how she did have all those guns stashed in strategic points all around the house, but what's the point if you fire every one of them and can't hit the broadside of J Lo's ass? I mean, come on.
That
What
was
the hell?
crazy. And then she near the end of the episode, she ended up getting killed by the guy.
Brutal. Like, you had your chance. I mean, you can't really be that sad about it. I mean, come on. You had 8,000 shots and missed them all. I mean, unbelievable. It was sad, though. It seemed like she had a few chances right there at the very end. If she would have just fired, like maybe she would have got him before he even came in, and then she would have heard Bob coming and not gotten taken out, but it wasn't meant to be.
First off, the moment I was free, I would have got up, forget getting the gun, try to like subdue the guy first or something.
Oh, yeah, we're going to get there, but I'm talking about before she even got hit in the head and got taken. Like when that guy, she saw him coming through the front door, and it was just a straight shot right down the hallway. It would have been like shooting fish in a barrel. If she could have shot him when he came through the door and never even would have stepped forward to get hit in the back of the head by Bob. But she never took the shot. It's unbelievable. Just waiting too long. And then, yeah, she waited again at the end too long, and that's what got her again. Like, that was just messed up. But how great was the timing of that? Like, add to the upgrade of his speech service on his phone. Like, he's sitting there trying to be all serious and intimidating, and the speech service commercial comes up.
Yeah.
I was dying. He's trying to be all serious and intimidating, and they have cow voices playing over his phone and shit. I was dying. That was fun. That was a nice piece of editing. That was cool. They should put that in. That was awesome. But question number 2, with all those guns in the house, why is Tay-Tay standing in the closet with a butcher's knife? Can we not get this woman a weapon that she can wield?
Yo, she had a gun on her. Done with Bob instantly.
I'm saying, what is she doing in the closet with a knife? Get this woman a real weapon. Like, come on already. He would have opened that closet and it would have been game over right then and there. Like,
just like freaking Ray in the previous episode, and he was like hiding behind the bed. The moment he came down, shot him.
You know what I'm saying? And I mean, is Tay-Tay the only woman on the planet that hasn't seen Endgame? You got to go for the head, Tay-Tay. Go for the head.
Oh my gosh.
This poor woman.
Or the juggler or something.
Something. You got to make it count. I didn't even catch it at first, but the Giant Tamer did. Like when Leo said Ava's book was coded and it said Porky, and he said once a butcher, always a butcher, like that was Stan. But then realized that like the Porky was the number for Bossy, and that's the call that she got that made her go to South Carolina. It actually took me to the second time around. Like the Giant Tamer caught that right out of the gate. I was like, what? I didn't even see that. Did you get that?
Nope. I thought, I guess I meant him. But nope.
Oh man, that was crazy. And then she even said at the very end that yeah, she's like, I got the call. You know, she told me to come here. I didn't know Bob was going to be here. So yeah, and then she said we got played, which you absolutely did. They put you right where you needed to. But yeah, that was sick. That's the call she got to make her go to South Carolina, and even him and Ava sitting on the couch. He's like, I don't know, was that the smart call? And he's like, it seemed like the smart move at the time. He's like, when's the last time we made a smart move? I got to give it up. Ava was down to the very end. I was worried about her. I had questions, but she was down like 4 flat tires to the very end.
Yeah. Unless we see the next episode proves us wrong, and then you're back on your trail.
Find out she was dealing with the triplets, and that's the reason everybody got shot up and everything went astray, because she told the triplets, and that's what messed everything up. That would be brutal. When Judy was laying there on the bed with Stan listening to Leonard Skinner and the words, I leave here tomorrow. If I leave here tomorrow, I was like, yep, she definitely gone. She leaving baby Huey quick. It is not going to take too much longer. They let us know right then and there. And then they made it look like Judy and Stan were in a hurry to go somewhere. And again, I didn't realize till the second watch through that it was just to get to the crab shack before they ran out of a certain type of taco.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, they're making it look like they had to go meet Ray just for that clever editing. But yeah, he's just trying to get a taco before they run out. Just no sense. And that's why Judy didn't care. She's like, I'll be done when I'm done. It won't matter if we're 2 minutes late. Settle down. Because that's all it was. I was like, oh, that's why there was no sense of urgency. Now it all makes sense. Like, did Judy know that was Bob's car as soon as she saw it? Or did she just think she was seeing things again, like with the RJ incident earlier?
No, she knew it was the car.
She knew that was his right away.
Mm-hmm.
And then a stoned and overtired Bob, bloodied Bob, shows up on the beach to get his wife back. And I gotta say, not your best look, Bobby boy. He was looking rough out on that beach. Oh.
Thought he was gonna like survive and go to prison, but nope, he did.
Ava was his favorite. Yeah, Ava. Now that I know she was actually down, I love Ava. I was worried about her at first. Yeah, that's some slick editing for sure. Oh, you need a bigger font. You need a bigger font. My comments make no sense to me. Yeah, exactly. I know I gotta catch up. And besides, it's already a couple of minutes behind. Oh, definitely. She even confirms later when they're on the beach. So, did Judy? I don't know. I guess back at the house, Ava was finally able to get free, and I was like, just like you were saying, grab something heavy and smash that sleeping man over the head right now. Like, I would not have taken any chances of like him waking up, going to trying to find another gun. Just grab something heavy and smash that man while he's sleeping. Like, we already know you can't shoot for shit.
Not at all.
That was brutal. And then, I mean, yeah, and then look what happens because she didn't do that. Look what ends up happening. Like, also unable to hit anything was Bob, just out on the beach spraying bullets, hitting nothing. I mean, he couldn't hit so much as a seagull out there.
Guess he was just down one arm. That's why.
Oh, he had no chance. Just shooting back and forth. That was just a suicide mission. I was like straight out of gunfighting. There's like a straight out gunfight going out on the beach, and Stan doesn't hear anything but the crunching of his own tacos. Like, are you
Let's
kidding
see
me?
some bomb ass tacos to the
Are you
point.
kidding me with that shit? Like, how out of the yeah, he is just completely unaware of his surroundings. Like, there is a gunfight going on probably 100 feet away, and he's just in bliss eating these damn tacos. Like, what?
6 of them. Then I think what Judy only had 2 because first he's like, "Oh, you order 4, then 6. No, you get 8."
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh.
He said 4. Then he goes, no, 6. And he's like, you want one? She's like, yeah. He's like, okay, 8. 8 tacos. I was like, oh man, this guy is fiending for these tacos. He's all about it. You even know what kind of taco that is?
Nope.
Cow tongue.
What?
Cow tongue. Cow tongue tacos is what he was so excited about. You know what's funny is I was just watching one of my Vegas YouTubes earlier, and they talked about that. There's a Mexican restaurant on the strip that's real popular, and that's one of the things they serve. And I literally just heard about it right there. That's the only reason I know that's what they're talking about.
It must be that good or something. Oh, you're gonna try it next time if you're down there?
Yeah, absolutely. Tacos El Gordo or Tacos El Pastor and Tacos El Gordo. Definitely.
But cow tongue though.
Oh, I don't know about the cow tongue. I mean,
you got it. So you could be like, what was Stan talking about rushing to get this specific one?
He said they must have been far. You can hear bullets at least a mile away. That was fun. Dude, Judy was standing right at Bob's car with the bag full of money staring at Stan. They were not miles away. Bob had just walked out onto the beach. They were like 100 feet away. And Stan couldn't hear these damn bullets, this gunfire going on. I was just like, stop. This man, he's going back to jail. I'm sure he's just sitting there eating tacos with FBI running up on his back and ready to arrest him. It was ridiculous. I don't eat weird food. I don't care if it's good. Yeah, so is normal food. I'm cool with the beef tongue. That's not for me. But I will go check out that other stuff. What's up, Jake? You ever been down there to Tacos El Gordo or Taco El Pastor down there in the strip? They be having lines like around the block at like 3 in the morning. It's crazy. They're super popular. You can definitely check it out. But yeah, I don't know. When I saw that he didn't even see that there was gunfight going on, I'm like, he's going back to jail, and he definitely deserves to go back to jail. I hate Stan now. He is a punk. So now everybody's shot up, and Tay Tay gets it. Ava, who like I fully admit ended up being the real one to the end, she gets it. Bob finally meets his true end. And why is the FBI on top of Bob, like putting him in handcuffs? Like, can you not see the man is bleeding out and going to be dead in a matter of
I was
seconds? Like,
saying the same thing. Like, you're afraid a freaking body, a dead body, is gonna get away.
what are you doing? Like, that was ridiculous. And speaking of what are you doing, like we're all in agreement. Like Judy took that money and bounced, right?
Yeah, she took that money in bounds.
Like left baby Huey to his tacos he was so hell bent on getting to.
For that camera to just have it just point directly down the road, stand and back. I'm like, yo, just take the money and go. Don't even bother even like show the camera. Like, can you try to like make a decision? Even if I was there, I've been like, yo, let me just take this money and go.
All right, you got to bounce. I'm out. I'm out. So with everything gone, Ray heads back to New York and connects with the one thing that he still has left, his family. And he calls Hannah and for the first time gets to meet his granddaughter, who he soon finds out that has been named after his late wife. I thought that was pretty cool. Just bringing it all back around. But Abasi was like truly a dog with a bone. She was never going to let it go. Like, didn't you just know that at some point the triplets were going to be like, okay, enough is enough and just put her down?
No, the moment that guy just shook her hand saying thank you, I'm like, okay, I live in New York. I give directions. One, I'll be surprised if I even give out directions. Even if I knew what the place where direction was. I know I just pretend like, hey, I'm new, I don't know X, Y, and Z. But if I give the direction, is some guy just sitting me to shake my hand? Okay, something's wrong. Either he just stole something from me or something's
Mm,
about to happen to me.
right.
And,
Something's
and
off.
literally, I just remembered the previous scene, the episode where they're like, oh, you could just be walking down the strip. Next thing you know, you're dead. And I'm like, oh, shoot, she's dead for keep on digging into all this madness.
That girl did not get 7 steps. That woman was out. I was like, what did they do to her? It made it look like a heart attack or an overdose or what? Because the FBI is like, oh, this job just eats people alive. Seen it happen a million times. I was like,
Knowing the twins probably look into her about her being like a former drug addict, probably something with drugs was probably in her system to make it look like, oh,
that makes a
since
lot of
like
sense.
no one didn't like believe her X, Y, and Z, oh keep on pursuing this case, she probably like overdose on something.
Jake thinks we've seen that guy before in the show, just can't remember when. I don't even know when that guy would have popped up, except for maybe at that party that Hannah was at with the twins when they first talked to Roger and they're taking the bonds. Maybe
Yeah,
it
could have been
was.
that.
I don't know when else somebody like that would have popped in, but yeah, I don't remember seeing him. But
I
yeah,
watched too many shows to the point that hey, I saw him on a different show.
yeah, right. But I like that little callback Ray gave with the Roger when he came in and gave him that beef stick, saying that he couldn't find the Italian beef in the vending machine. Kind of calling back how they always met and had an Italian beef sandwich after finishing the successful job. Did you
Hmm.
get that when he threw in that beef
Nah,
stick?
I thought you were just mocking him at that point.
Yeah, no, that was like their little thing. Every time they finished a job, they gotta go into that truck and have an Italian beef. He'd always buy him an Italian beef, and when Roger would meet him there, he'd always have it for him. So that's why he came in and gave him that beef stick, kind of a little callback. That was a cool little tie-in. I thought that was pretty slick. And then Roger was even nice enough to open it, like open Ray's for him, seeing that he was in no condition to be able to open it. So I don't know. That whole scene was, I thought that was pretty cool.
But we got that answer as to like he knew who Hannah was. He was searching for her,
Yeah,
groomed her up, and then boom.
exactly. She wasn't yours to find. He's like, oh, stop it. And you're crazy to think that I'd ever hurt her. That was awesome. That did answer a lot. But that was pretty ballsy of him just walking into that prison knowing that he's basically a wanted man. Like the fact that he was even there was just crazy. Even Roger's like, all I have to do is say one word and they'd snatch you up right now. But he wasn't worried about it. He's like, you already took my wife. You ain't saying shit. And he didn't. That was just crazy. They still had that much respect for each other, even after all that. That was nuts. Like you'd think he wanted the revenge. He wanted him dead. And Ray already told him, like, yeah, you won't be seeing that guy anymore. Bob's gone. But I don't know. That was crazy. It's like you took my wife, you took my kid, you took my family, my business. Like the fact, I'm surprised he didn't say something so you'd end up right there in jail next to him. He's like, you don't get to live, but he was already in jail before because of it. So, crazy, crazy. Oh, Jake says he lost everything and he'll be dead soon. That's true. I mean, he is going to be dead soon. I mean, so I guess he does. He knows he doesn't have too much longer to live anyway. So he probably just he's like, whatever, like leave you in there, make you come in here, leave you out there. You're gonna be gone one way or the other. But I must have paused this next scene like 50 times. Like my first guess was it was Abasi's partner that killed Ray, but it just didn't look like him in that scene when he paused it. Like if he did, he must have been out in the sun a lot because he definitely had a tan compared to like that usual pasty complexion he had all throughout the series. And I'm pretty sure that the animal on that killer's shirt said "Love Abasi" on it. So you were saying, who did you say you thought it was, Phantom?
I think it's Ray. RJ, not Ray, excuse me, RJ.
You think it's RJ that did it, huh? But why would RJ kill Ray? What would be his reason for that?
Man, we're gonna learn next week. Not next week, this Thursday.
We're gonna find out that it was Ray that maybe killed RJ or set RJ up for death, and maybe he lived and now he wants revenge on him.
Oh, just simply he was with the triplets this whole time.
I don't know. To me, it does seem like I said, it seems like that shirt said "Love Abasi" on it, and like right before that, the scene we see is her partner putting the stuffed animal in the box while he's packing up her office. So it kind of went from that stuffed animal to like the stuffed animal on his shirt. And like I said, I swear it said "Love Abasi" on it. So all that points to me that it was Abasi's partner that killed Ray because she got killed, so he was not going to let him live. But I don't know. I hope that's something they answer, but I don't think it's gonna be. You think that's? You think we'll get anything that'll show us that in the final episode?
Yeah, I believe so. Wait, seeing how it just panned to that, I believe so.
Maybe like an extra scene in the end or whatever, like an extra credit scene.
Could be.
What's up, Jake? Who do you think it is? The only thing I know is the killer isn't black. Could be every other race. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it was so fast and it was somebody with tan complexion, so it kind of looked Mexican or Asian. And when I saw that, I was like, what I first saw when I saw like the kind of white Mexican kind of mixed complexion, Asian maybe, I was like, that's Roger's kid. I go, that's Roger's kid who just came and killed Ray for basically taking everything from his dad and putting his dad in jail. Because why else would they show us him? And, I mean, we only got to see him for like 1 second. Like, why even introduce that character to us unless he was going to have something to do with it? So I was like, maybe that was Roger's son who came and killed him. And that's kind of who he looked like. But I don't know.
Huh.
I'm going to throw that one out
about
there.
It.
See if it sticks. But yeah, I think it's either Abasi's partner, but he just looked too dark to be him, which, like I said, makes me think that maybe it was Roger's son who did it.
Or Tana's sister.
No, that wasn't a female. That was definitely a male. I paused it like 50 times on there. It was definitely male. It was 100% male. But yeah, I don't know which one it was. That clearly showed the shirt. The shirt isn't in any other scene. We'll probably find out in the next episode. I would hope so. I mean, yeah, exactly. They're gonna have to show the shirt early on, like in somebody's closet or whatever, and then we'll know like that's who the killer was. But that'd be such a sick call if I called it and that is Roger's kid. Like that's a sick, just dark callback. Because like I said, they only showed him for like 10 seconds on screen in this whole series. Oh, look at this. Jake said he considered Roger's kid too, but has no clue. Come on, you got to make a guess, Jake. Who is it? Who do you think it is? Phantom's going with RJ. I'm going with Abasi's partner. But he's FBI. Would FBI really kill him? No, I want to go with Roger's kid. I think that'll be just the ultimate call. I'm going to go with Roger's kid did it. Absolutely. FBI doesn't just go around murdering people, but he was a lovesick puppy, so you never know. There was a guy, I paused it a bunch of times and rewatched every previous episode looking for the shirt, nothing. I wasn't looking for their shirt. I was looking for his chin. He's got a really square chin with kind of like a double bubble. So he's got like a really fat.
Oh my gosh, you really were watching this.
I'm telling you, I was going in. I was going in on it. And he's got 2 crow's feet too. He's got the outlines on his mouth right here. So, and the Bossy's partner does kind of have
You
that.
get the reason why they do like stunt guys and such, and then the actual episode appears. It's like a totally different outline and everything.
Oh yeah, freak it out. Yeah, trying to get me, throw me off. But I'm telling you, I think it's definitely one of those two. I think. I don't think it's RJ. I don't think RJ would come back and do it, but it could be. But yeah, I didn't look for the shirt, but the shirt will probably be the thing that they show us in the next episode, so we know. I'll go with Roger's kid just because you thought it too. Yeah, I don't know. I feel it. Why else did they ever even bring that character into it?
Think about it. It seems like unusual suspects. You're gonna think RJ's this clumsy, awkward guy next to Kaiser.
That's just Jose. They flip on us. Yeah, that'd be amazing. Yeah, that'd be amazing. So we heard it, but we didn't see the gunshot. Is Ray even really dead, or did he pull another fast one and had someone follow him to shoot the shooter?
And if so, we need a season 2, damn it.
That's what I'm talking about. He may have known somebody was going to come after him, had somebody following him, and the gunshot we hear is somebody killing the person that was actually pulled the gun on him. How about them apples?
True, because we didn't really see, him dying. Just a gunshot being fired.
No body, no death. You never know, and they could easily make that switch. Absolutely.
But he's in the process of like literally dying, and they were kind of like talking about like another. Why is my screen like keep on like turning off? And they were talking about like, oh, it could be like another heist. It could be end up doing, but maybe not.
Oh yeah, when they were talking about all the vaults in Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's like, what are we talking about here? He's like, I can't even open the door with my own keys. What do we think we're going to do? So where do you think the bonds are right now?
Hannah.
Hannah's got them all.
Mm-hmm.
She's selling them one by one as she needs them. So did Hannah steal them, or did the triplets just use her to steal them and paid her well for her part in it? You think it was all Hannah and Ray that did it?
Yep, it was Hannah and Ray.
Yeah.
Still think it was Hannah's plan, and then it still happened that the Ray just got out of prison.
So she was going to do it anyway, you think?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that'd be pretty brutal. That's pretty sick. I like that. So what do we think all in all of the old Pink episode?
Loved it. Enjoyed it. Should have been more.
Oh, it was fantastic. Absolutely.
Bill was really sad about that phone call, like that FaceTime phone call he had with Hannah. I think she pretty much knew like he's literally like about to die.
She's like, come see me. Yeah, she was broken when she said, I got some things to do first, but I'll try to come see you. She's like, oh, what are you going to put first before me? But she knew. She's like, he'll be here when he's ready. But yeah, may not ever make it now. That's sad. But at least he got to see his granddaughter that one time.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's big. But that was just crazy. He may have used super ninja moves and dodged the bullet like he would have. That's possible. The triplets paid Hannah. Ray had nothing to do with it. He would have shared. I kind of think that too. I kind of think Hannah. I think the triplets might have used Hannah one way or the other. I think the triplets are definitely in on it because they knew instantly that it had been stolen. Like how? They didn't even report it to the FBI. They didn't report it stolen. So how did Stefan call him instantly going, I heard my bond's been stolen? How the fuck you know your bond's been stolen?
Because
ain't nobody talking.
Man.
Yeah, I don't know. That's crazy.
RJ was like, they stolen your bonds.
Oh, that's crazy. It could be. Oh man, we got just a couple questions. See if anybody remembers. If you know these answers, put them in the chat box. If you're watching later, write them in the comment section down below. Do you remember what Stan's last name is?
No idea.
If you know Stan's last name, write it in the chat box. Put it in the comment section down below. What is Stan's last name?
It'll be funny if like the first episode we saw was the heist, and then us just watching every other episode.
That'd be crazy. Yeah, and I do see how like anybody could watch it in any order. Like it really didn't matter until you get to that final episode. Oh, you said I know right after this stream. Been patient. Oh yeah. The Giant Chamber and I will be watching it too right after tonight. Absolutely getting that one in.
I'm not watching that at work, honestly. I gotta know. I gotta know.
I gotta know what's happening. Oh, what city and state was written on the cab that dropped Ray off in the beginning of the episode? Where was Ray and Ava staying?
Indiana.
That is incorrect. So if you remember, where were Ray and Ava staying? What city and state were they staying at? They said it a couple times. It was written on the cab. Where were they at? Hey, keeping it moving. What are the names of the triplets? Can you name how many of the triplets can you name?
Bo, Larry, and Curly.
Ah! What's up, chat? If you can put it out there, South Carolina is incorrect. That's where baby Huey and Judy were at. They were not there. And keeping it going. What is Roger Salas's real name? You remember what Roger's real name was? A little bit easier one. What ailment is ending Leo's life?
Oh my gosh, this one is. Oh, how can I forget this one?
Bonnie, Wonka, and Bob. That is incorrect. That's awesome. What is the disease that's ending Stan Edgar's life? Leo Pat.
Dang, how I forgot it. Oh my God.
We just said it. Do we know the actual city? Where were Stan and Judy laying low, hiding out at? Jake Cruz is absolutely correct. It is Parkinson's disease.
Yeah, there we go. I can't believe I forgot because it's really another disease. This show I'm watching from. The main character has it.
Do it. What's up? Where were Stan and Judy laying low at? Where were they hiding out? And
tacos now.
What fake wine was baby Huey trying to hustle? That's a deep dive.
Mm-hmm.
It's
not monkey shoulder, right?
Yeah. You just said it earlier, Jake. Oh, there you are. South Carolina. It's not Raleigh, but they were in South Carolina. I don't know. Maybe that beach is in South Carolina. We'll give you that one. Close enough. They're in Folly Beach, South Carolina, to be exact. Now, do you know what fake wine baby Huey was trying to hustle? The man who was going to buy the fake wine had a buddy with a restaurant. Where did he say that restaurant was? Where was the guy that was going to buy the fake wine's friend's restaurant at?
There's nothing but places with these questions.
What'd you say?
Nothing but places with these questions.
Oh, yeah, we got the tough ones. He said Mad Dog. It was not Mad Dog 2020. Yeah. Oh, how much did the sucker say he'd pay for that case of wine?
300?
That is incorrect.
200?
That is incorrect. How much did the sucker say that he'd pay for that case of wine?
Oh, wait, it's 1,000 or 2,000.
That is incorrect.
Damn it. I knew the bottle, they're trying to do 300, and then Judy was like, I paid 200, and it was 1,000 or something for the case or something like that. I don't know. Something with these numbers.
That is incorrect, Jake. Oh, tough
See,
one.
even Jake thought I was close to it.
Oh, there we go.
5,000.
She said Judy came in with 2,000 and the guy countered with 3,000. He said he'd pay 3,000 and she shut up and he was going to pay it. And then Stan grew a conscience and walked out for some reason because, I don't know, he needs to grow one. How many volts did Ava say were in Cincinnati?
15?
Ooh, good guess, but incorrect. What's up, Jake? You remember how many volts did Ava say were in Cincinnati? Phantom was close, but no cigar. What was Ava's fence's name? We love those name questions. 13 is incorrect, Peter Griffin.
And I love just how he just like walked out of there freaking bloody as hell. Like no one walking by said anything. True New York.
Why would he bring that bloody piece out? I mean, I know it's to show the audience, but in reality, why would he ever do that? That was crazy. What did Jake say here? He said 11 is incorrect. Oh, good guesses, but not quite there. In Ava's coded black book, there were 3 names on the page: Porky, Odell, and who? Anybody remember what that third one was? Oh, look at this guy. Peter Griffin coming in with it. There were absolutely 14 bank vaults, 14 major bank vaults in the city of Cincinnati. Well done, you. Is that a guess, or did you actually remember that? Nice. 14 vaults is correct. Oh, if anybody remembers that third name, it was Porky, Odell, and who on that page in Patty's coded book, in Ava's coded book. What was the rush for Stan and Judy to get to the Smashing Crab by 10 o'clock for?
For those tacos.
Ah, that's absolutely correct. Do you remember what the name of the tacos were?
Cow tongue taco?
Ah, they were cow tongue, but do you know what they're called?
Nah, I gotta like, why does my screen keep turning off? Like, what is wrong? Gotta like rewind the stream.
What's up, chat? Anybody remember? Anybody remember what their what those tacos that Stan loved so much were called? Put that down in the comment section down below. He said, yep, got that one right. And let's see. What was Ray's granddaughter's name?
Lillian?
Lily is correct. Absolutely correct.
Is he named after the wife?
100%. Named after his late wife. How many years in is Roger's jail sentence for?
8 years? Or no, I think it's 10.
That's incorrect. But what's not incorrect is Jake bringing it home. Lengua. Absolutely Lengua.
Was
That
it
is
20
correct.
years? It was either 20 or 15.
It was 20 years.
Then
Excellent.
he
Look
says
at
he's
you
gonna
guys
bring
finishing
it.
strong.
Then he says there the lawyer's gonna bring it down. I'm like, then what's the point?
Yeah, 8 years for good behavior, he said. Oh, and last but not least, what did Agent Abassi have Stan labeled as up on her workboard?
Also, didn't tell us what the hell is inside the freaking vault. His personal vault.
Oh, we're going to see that. I'm sure we're going to see them set that in there in the next episode for sure. I would believe that. He said tacos, Taco Tongue Tuesdays. Let's get that cow tongue. That's not. 20 years. He said ate it for good behavior. Yep. Oh, yep, absolutely. If you know that last one, what did Agent Abassi have Stan labeled as on her workboard? You know that one? Put it in the comment section or write it down below later. But that is absolutely going to do it for us. Episode Pink done and in the books. Only one more to go. Episode White, and we are going to do our best to get that in on Thursday. Oh, can't wait. Definitely going to watch it tonight, and I'm excited to see how this all pans out and see if we guessed it all before they showed us and see how this turns out. How about you? What have you been thinking about Kaleidoscope so far?
I'm liking it.
Is it excited to see how it all turns out?
Yep. Then I'll be like, dang, did I not make the right choice with Poker Face?
Which one was better? Who's going to land it? Oh, Jake said he's already watching it. He's like, no time to wait. I've been waiting too long already. It is go time. Oh, man. Yep. We got to get out of here, get to Costco, and yep. And then we're going to get back and be watching it ourselves. So that's going to do it for us. I hope everybody out there is having an absolutely fantastic week, and it only gets better from here. Thanks for hanging out. Until we see you next one, be easy.